Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Ramil Borreo, Master Teacher 1 from Binulasan Integrated School, and allow me to present to you my research study entitled Heartbeat, a reading intervention for struggling readers. According to Domingue, he emphasized that there is a learning loss among students caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. He further said that learning loss refers to the discrepancy between a student's real abilities after the disruptions caused by the pandemic and the abilities that the student would have developed in the context of conventional educational practice. Meanwhile, Binulasan Integrated School conducted an oral reading assessment and found out that out of 1,079 elementary pupils, 347 pupils, or 32%, fall from frustration level in Filipino. On the other hand, 895 elementary pupils, these are from grades 2 to 6, 443 pupils, or 48%, fall from frustration level in English. These reasons pushed the researcher to conduct a study and develop the oral reading performance of the elementary pupils using Project HeartMe for harnessing and expanding the allotted reading time with monitoring and evaluation. For the statement of the problem, what is the oral reading performance of the elementary pupils in Binulasan Integrated School before implementing the Project HeartMe? Second, what is the oral reading performance of the elementary pupils in Binulasan Integrated School after implementing the Project HeartMe? Third, is there a significant difference in the oral reading performance of the elementary pupils in Binulasan Integrated School before and after the implementation of Project HeartMe? Lastly, what are the implications of the findings of this research investigation for the improvement of the oral reading performance of elementary pupils of Binulasan Integrated School? For the research design, under the methodology, so the researcher used pre-experimental one-group pre-test, post-test. For the population sampling, so the researcher used the purposive sampling since uh, the respondents are those 347 pupils who fall under frustration level in Filipino and 443 pupils who fall under frustration level in English. For the instrument, so as you've seen a while ago, one of the techniques used in the study is the M&E. So the researcher has utilized the researcher made the monitoring tool to assess or to monitor the performance of the elementary pupils, while for evaluation tool, the researcher utilized the field e stories for oral reading assessment. For the treatment of data, the researcher utilized the presentation frequency. For the research findings, as shown in the table, so the result of the pretest before the implementation of Project HeartMe depicts that out of 1,079 pupils, 347 or 32% fall to prostration level in Filipino, while 895 out of 895 pupils, 433 or 48% fall to frustration level in English. These are actually very alarming. Second findings. So these are the results of the full post test conducted in Filipino and English. So the results of the post test after the implementation of the Project HeartMe shows that the numbers of pupils under frustration level in the Filipino subject dropped from 347 or 32% to 35 or 3%, while the numbers of pupils under frustration level in English dropped from 433 or 48% to 75 or 8%. Third findings. So the difference, as you can see, there is a significant difference in the oral reading performance of elementary pupils before and after the implementation of Project HeartMe. This is actually shown on the table given here. So from the pre-test, 32% to 3%, while in English, 48% to 8%. So the difference are 29 and 40, both in Filipino and English respectively. So the following are the implications of the study. So the pupils who participated in the pre-test reading assessment experienced a high level of frustration when it comes to their oral reading performance. Second implication, after the implementation of Project HeartMe, the oral reading performance of the elementary pupils was intensified. So this implies that the more the students with reading difficulties are exposed to reading drills and activities for a longer period of time, the better the student's performance to oral reading will be developed. Third, the study also revealed that there's a significant difference and development in the oral reading performance of elementary pupils before and after the implementation of Project HeartMe. So this implied that the implementation of Project HeartMe was efficient and effective. For the conclusions, first conclusion is that elementary pupils were struggling in reading, both in English and Filipino, as shown before the conduct of the intervention. Second, the implementation of the Project HeartMe impacted a positive difference which definitely improved the oral reading performance of elementary pupils in Binulasan Integrated School. Third, there is a significant difference before and after the implementation of Project HeartMe. Therefore, one can determine that even though the student struggles to read, of course, the implementation and intervention like Project HeartMe can help or aid the situation. For the recommendations for the teachers, as you can see, so they are advised to conduct remedial classes and other interventions and innovations that will intensify the reading abilities of the pupils. Also, tutorial sessions. So the researcher advises or recommends as well to put up a mini library in each classroom to attract the pupils to read. Of course, the research advised to conduct more intensive reading remediation activities so that there's a enough time for the fourth quarter since I have evaluated the post test in between of the fourth quarter. So there's a time left for the remaining pupils who fall from the frustration level to develop more their oral reading performance. For the parents, they are advised to communicate with their children, initiate dialogues with the classroom advisor of their child, of course, allow pupils to explore and engage themselves through some reading activities at home. For the pupils, so they must seek for the guidance of their guardian and advisor in reading unfamiliar words, and of course, to develop their oral reading skills. Second, we have to test themselves once in a while by engaging different reading activities, starting from the basics to improve their reading capability. So the school head or the principal is advised also to encourage the teachers to attend trainings or seminars that will hone their knowledge in teaching reading. So this is very important. Intensify the reading programs of the school by inspiring the teachers in conducting interventions and innovations in promoting the reading proficiency among learners. Lastly, for future researchers, they could replicate this study and further explore on the reading comprehension of learners through the use of monitoring and evaluation tools. So with this, Thank you very much for listening and good evening again. Thank you.